Goods. I am the Group Vice President of Franchise Development at Neigborly Brands. We are the largest franchisor of home services with over 5,500 franchise locations. And before we get started, I was going to play a quick little video.
That's not what yeah. It was scary. You said it.
All right, so Neigborly, we're the largest franchisor of home services. We have 19 different franchise concepts, right? So when you think of Neigborly as like Amazon, right? The centralized marketplace where you can go and find any home service. And all of our service, some of you may have heard, anyone heard of Molly Maid, the home cleaning service, right? So we have a couple of those brands that's very familiar. And out of these 19 brands, either they repair your home, maintain your home, or enhance your home. So one of the cool things about Neigborly is, as a franchise owner, you have an opportunity to grow with one franchise concept, but we're now starting to grow our franchise owners with other brands, right? So if you come in as a Mr. Rooter franchise owner, we're seeing those owners diversify and open up a Mr. Electric or a Molly Maid, right? So you have that ability to grow your own empire. Average investment for our brands are about $200,000 to $250,000. And you actually do not need a commercial site, right? A lot of our businesses can be started from home. So that's also helps with the scalability. So why home services, right? Almost 2/3 of homeowners actually call for some type of service to the home, right? So this is a lot of opportunity if you're in this service, right? Aging housing stock. The average age of the home in the United States is about 43 years old. So that's a lot of business opportunities for you to get involved in if you're in the home services space. Do it yourself, transitioning to do it for them, right? In the past, a lot of people really took the time to try to fix things around their home, maybe get on YouTube, but now a lot of people are actually contracting these services out, right? And when it comes to the homeowners, I look at it as two different spectrums, right? You have one spectrum, which is baby boomers, who might not have the ability to fix things around the house to get on the ladder, right? Or you might look at millennials, because there's a study that shows that only 1 in 4 millennials knows the difference between a flathead and a Phillips screwdriver. Right? True story. So they are calling people to do these services, right? Population increase. The population continues to rise, and studies show that it's going to take another 10 million homes to accommodate the population growth in the United States. And then last but not least, home ownership. We're going to continue to see home ownership rise. So, our ties with the NFL, right? This is Quinn Nardini. He went to Michigan. I went to Michigan. Go Blue. We just won the title. Home of the greatest quarterback of all time. You might have heard of a guy called Tom Brady, not Mahomes. So this is a franchise owner. He got signed with the New England Patriots, and then he actually became a 5-star painting franchise owner. And just in a few years, he is now a multi-unit owner, and now he's looking to add more franchise concepts to his portfolio. We actually have flown him out here so that he can actually be a part of the trade show on Thursday. So if you're going to be in that event, please stop by and talk to Quinn, and you can hear his story. And then some other supporters, right? Hall of Famer Jerome Bettis, right? He is a spokesperson for our AirServe brand. AirServe is heating and cooling, right? And air quality is something that's really, really near and dear to his heart because he has asthma. And this is him in the middle picture actually talking to our AirServe franchise owners and our franchise convention. He speaks on commercials, he goes into the community and works with our AirServe team. You see him there with our marketing team and some of our actual techs out in the field as well. So we have continued to try to reach out, and we want to do some more work to try to attract more NFL players into our portfolio. And if you have any questions, there's our website. I'll be in the back to answer any personal questions, but if there's any questions from them. Judges?
Two questions. The first one is,
Will you please use the mic so that everyone can hear? Thank you so much.
What is the advantage of using home services that are with a franchisor like Neigborly versus using the local, mom and pop? And the second one is, if the franchisee wants to franchise with one of your brands, are there advantages or incentives for expanding with more of Neigborly's brands?
So from a differentiation perspective, the marketing hub, right? Neighborly is known for called the Neighborly Hub. So if you're a franchise owner, you get the opportunity to market with other Neighborly franchise owners in your city. You get a chance to get customer lists, you do cross-marketing opportunities, and those are the things that really differentiate you from a franchise owner perspective. From a franchise, or from a customer perspective, we're known for providing premium services, right? We deliver premium services, so our prices are a little bit high, but the experience that you get is going to be top-notch and usually has differentiated us from any of the competition. And then from the incentives perspective, we do incentivize our franchise owners to get multiple locations or multiple brands. At least on the financial side, there's discounts off your initial franchise fee. And then we also help you with a joint royalty program to make sure that what you're paying for all your locations, that it's a little bit more cost efficient. So you get a lot of efficiency and scalability if you get more locations, either with the same franchise or the concept.
Hi, my name is Deborah Russell. I'm a business coach. I have a question for you about, do you contract with home warranty services? I know a lot of people who contract with home warranty services to get exactly this kind of service.
Yes, some of our franchise owners actually partner with those warranty services. Depending on the volume, sometimes it may not be worth it from a profitability perspective, but a lot of our franchise owners do find those home warranty services in their city because that's a baseline volume for business, right? That's like a baseline. And from there, they build on with other cross-marketing opportunities that they get with other brands.
I'm coming.
So Neighborly is legendary for having very large customer databases and cross-promoting between brands. What safeguards or guardrails do you have in place to make sure that your franchisees that are in different brands aren't cannibalizing the business of one another?
Well, I think the biggest thing we do is we have joint partnership programs between the brands, and they have to follow our SOPs or standard procedures, right? To make sure that everything they're doing is going to be incremental. The referral program is big, right? So for instance, if you have a Mr. Handyman come out to your home, they fix a little bit of everything, right? But if it's a project that's too big, they will then refer to, say if it's a plumbing project, they refer to Mr. Roof. So that's not cannibalizing, because typically they hand off jobs that they probably can't do themselves, so it's more incremental to the next one. Right, because that's the cannibalization, right?
So if Mr. Handyman, somebody bought a franchise and wanted to install a garage door, would they have to hand it over to Overhead Garage Precision, or is there like collaboration between the franchisees?
It's collaborations, yeah. It's usually the small, it depends on the size of the job, right? If it's a small little job, usually Mr. Handyman would just do that Precision or that garage door project, but typically over a certain ticket size or job size, they would then refer that out to Precision.
Take one last question from Kenyon, and that's it.
Who would you consider a competitor?
To Neigborly?
Yes.
I think the biggest competitor is called Authority Brands. Authority Brands is a multi-franchise concept home services franchisor as well. They have similar, Mr. Rooter is us. They have Blue Fall Plumbing, right? So they have a lot of similar plumbing or home services franchise that's similar to ours. I feel like we have more of an offering in regards to business lines. And the Neigborly Hub, again, I think that differentiates us from any of the franchises. The fact that you can cross-market with all the franchise owners in your territory to build marketing campaigns and cross-reference and referrals.
what are aggregate sales? Aggregate sales.
Aggregate sales for the average?
Yeah.
Well, everything on the database is about $4 billion, but the average range per franchise location is anywhere between 1 to 5 million, depending on the franchise concept. But all the investments about 250 plus.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah.